Here we go. One more time. Gonna choose to some wine. Here we go now.
Yeah!
It took me a second though. I wish it was smoother than that.
You got there. Though.
Eventually.
Alrighty.
My bun's crooked, but you know what? Don't pay attention to it too much.
It's fine.
Hello.
Hello.
Since it's winter and it's should we catch up a little bit or then we do our subject?
Mel.
I'm Lorrie. Sorry.
Welcome to the chaos.
Woo! Already. We're not drunk.
We're not.
I'm delirious because I need sleep and
I have no excuse.
I'm kind of warm too.
You're warm?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the wine that you're?
No, I'm just warm. I've been warm like all day.
Oh.
And I have this hoodie on because I was like, it's gonna be cold today. I don't have a shirt underneath, so I guess
it was cold this morning, and it warmed up.
It wasn't too bad though.
I was bundled up when I came here, but I was like, what? I'm sweating.
Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't think it was too bad this morning. Like, obviously it was cold, but there was like no wind, at least over here. So it was kind of just like a cool air, which I don't mind.
What time did you leave your house?
Like 9:30.
Oh, I left like at 6:45.
Oh, that's early. I don't wake up that early.
I had to go to CrossFit and my class.
I did wake up actually at 6:30 because I had to finish some work shit and that I had to send this morning.
Yeah, I was already out there at that time, and it was brick. I saw my breath. That's how you know it's cold. You can see it. But yes, as you were saying,
hot. Well, I just got back from Miami, and you're gonna go on a trip soon.
I'm going on a trip to Italy, where I'll be drinking Italian wine. But yes, I'm going to Italy. It'll be my first time in Europe. Very excited. Going to be there for 10 days. And yeah, and then I'm going to be by myself for like the last 3 days.
Yeah, you're saying that.
I'm going to be by myself. Yeah, so it's like
nice.
Kind of like my first time solo traveling.
Okay.
But not really, because like...
No, you got a few days. It's still...
Yeah, yeah, but I'm going to stay in Positano by myself.
Tell me how it is, because I've never been in that area.
The thing is that we're going in the off season.
Yeah.
So apparently it's like popping in the summer.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, like
it's also
spring
hot
to summer. Yeah. So, and I looked up to the weather and it's going to be kind of like rainy when we go.
I still think it'd be cute.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's going to be nice. Yeah, I'll let you know how it is, but I just can't believe I'm going. Like, I don't think it's going to sink in until I'm on the plane and, some Italian woman is speaking to me.
Yeah, I haven't been in over a decade. I was like 16 when I went to Italy because I went with my parents.
Yeah.
And it was the first big trip I ever went on because after we pretty much came to California, my dad retired Air Force. I don't know. We didn't really, aside from stuff in California, obviously, Disneyland and doing all that stuff, we didn't really travel. So my dad took me, my parents and I went to Italy as like it was the first time I've ever been anywhere that wasn't the West Coast states, or like the very border of Mexico.
Wow, okay.
So I really hadn't been anywhere yet. So it was really cool. Granted, my dad's terrible at planning things, but, we still had a good time.
Cool.
We got there and we did go to a couple places that you're going to end up going.
Yeah. How long did you stay there for?
Shit, how long were we there? I want to say maybe as long as you were. Maybe like a week and a half or something. Maybe.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
It wasn't super long. It was like a week and a half.
I lost a thought. Because you
were
didn't
going to
care.
ask me about... Because you asked me how long I was in Italy and then you were going to ask something else. Nope.
Did you guys stay in Airbnbs or hotels?
Okay, but this was back when I was 16. So
right, so
Airbnbs weren't really a thing.
Okay.
We were in hotels, and since my dad's not great at planning, he does a lot of, like, tour packages.
Oh.
So we did tours, and then we stayed in, like, a couple of different hotels. So we, ended up... we spent some time in Rome. Probably the longest time there, and I don't know if Rome was even part of the package or if that's where he booked the package. But then we were in a cute little hotel. Everyone was really nice. And then we went, it was like a bus tour. So we spent a few days in different cities. So we went to like Naples. We went to, I forgot the other spot we went to. And then we went to Sorrento, which you're going to, which I love. It's cute. It's this little cliffside town, little shopping area. My mom it's very, everyone walks in that area.
Yeah.
We took.
How's Naples though? We're gonna be there too.
Well, we were there in August and it was hot as balls.
Ooh.
And so,
hot as balls.
Yeah, hot as balls. It was like Satan's taint. And and so we went to it was okay. It was just really hot and it personally wasn't like as cute as some of the other cities. It's very historical though, which was pretty interesting. We also went to oh my god, what was it? What's the volcano?
Is it Pompeii?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to Pompeii.
Cool.
Which actually was kind of cool. And it was actually kind of an interesting little city. There's a lot of stray dogs. Well, I don't know if it's the same now, but there was like a bunch of stray little dogs just kind of walking around.
Yeah. Wow, Pompeii.
Then we went to, when we went to Sorrento, we did go to like the Blue Grotto and stuff, which is in Capri. I think it's Capri. Which it was beautiful because the water in that area is just it's like a deep blue. I'm hoping pollution hasn't changed that, but it was like, since it's like my first time really traveling, it was the deepest blue water I've ever seen in my life, you know, because I'm from California, San Francisco Bay Area. It's not very clean water.
Yeah.
The water's very gray.
Yeah. So rude, emergencies.
What did you do? What did you do?
Just be myself.
But it's like, the Blue Grotto is so cute because I don't think it's the season for that though, but you get in a little canoe with like a guy who rows the boat and you kind of have to duck to get into this little cave. But there's a lot of I don't know if it's like algae or what, but it's bioluminescent, so it's just this bright blue color glow on the inside, and the guys who do the boats like sing in it.
So cute.
So it's like echoing off of everything.
Oh my god.
My mom's not really like a travel person. I mean, it's probably because they traveled a lot when they were younger, like when my dad was in the Air Force, and my mom just just medical conditions, getting older and stuff. Granted, she obviously was younger then. But she doesn't like when it's too hot. She doesn't like when it's too cold. She doesn't like weather is what I've determined. And I think I've mentioned that on this podcast before. But she went to the Blue Grotto. She thought it was cute. She did some stuff that I was like surprised and it was nice. Because we all went on this little boat to get in there. We took a ferry to the Isle of Capri, which I also love. Very cute. Me and my dad, not my mom, we went on this like lift to get you to the top of like this like kind of mountain area of like that of the Isle. And not gonna lie, it looks sketchy because it's just a chair. It's just a singular chair. It's a one person per thing. It's not like a ski lift, where it's like multiple. It's just one person. It just looks like a chair strapped to a cable. But you're like going on this and you see all these people's like houses, people say hi and stuff. You can see their little gardens. Yeah. And you go up to the top and it has the most beautiful view of just like everything. Like the water and the city and like, it was so cute. Okay. The Isle of Capri was adorable. I loved it.
Cute. And it's so crazy that you can still remember every detail. And it was so long ago.
Well, that fucking lift, me and my dad went, it was a little sketchy, huh? But I still kind of want to do it. And then we were like, Mom would never have done it. Nope, she would never. She already said no, but when we got it, I was like, yeah, she would never do this.
Oh my goodness.
But it was so worth it because when we got to the top, it was so cool.
Oh. Dangerous things are worth it sometimes.
I mean, there were so many other people on it. I don't know. And they seemed like, no, it works fine.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna mostly wing a lot of stuff, but we We got tickets to the Sistine Chapel and the Vatican.
We went to the Vatican and the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah. And like,
It's smaller than you think it is, but very interesting. Well, the Sistine Chapel specifically.
Okay.
Vatican's huge.
Okay. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, we're probably going to go visit museums and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a great place for museums.
Do the touristy things, go to the fountain, throw a penny in there, have a Lizzie McGuire moment, you know.
Sing to me, Pablo.
Watch our last episode.
But, you know, I watched that movie not too long ago too. Yeah, like over the summer or something.
Sing to me, Paolo.
What was her, and then the Italian version of her, which is just a brunette, Lizzie McGuire.
Oh my God, yes. Wow, that movie.
With a really bad actor.
That movie was.
I love Hilary Duff.
I love her. To this day, I love her.
To this day.
Did you see that How I Met Your Father got canceled?
Oh yeah, I know. A lot of stuff getting canceled.
Disappointing.
I almost feel like How I Met Your Father was actually just the continuation of Lizzie McGuire everyone wanted. Well, because Disney didn't want the adult content. But I'm like, realistically, she's going to be a 30-year-old, you know? But they didn't want that. I was like, they could have put it on a different network that they own, including Hulu.
They could have done it on Hulu.
Then they just didn't.
Stupid. Missed opportunity, you know? Because they would have gotten...
The ratings would have been great.
Yeah. What? Anybody would have loved to see it. Asher would have loved to see it. But
yeah, yes. I'm happy. I'm excited for you to go to Italy and have a big trip.
I'm excited. Yeah. Like, it feels surreal, but I'm glad it's actually happening, you know?
It's going to be cool.
It's going to be cool. But you just came back from Miami.
It was still hot in November.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it was cold here. It wasn't this cold, though, but it was cold. I went to Miami, and I was sweating. On, like, Thanksgiving, it was hot. And then I come back here, and it was cold. I just want...
freezing here.
I just want regular weather.
Yeah, I have to go to California for that. Yeah.
It's too far. I'm already going there. And it's going to be cold because it is the winter. I mean, not as cold as here, but cold.
When are you leaving again?
On Christmas Eve, actually.
Right. Yikes.
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day were the cheapest options.
Yeah.
Because they were expensive.
My
wallet cried. But we have to do the anniversary stuff. And I still got to get a bunch of stuff done before that. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. Awesome. We can, speaking of like December 24th and the holidays, we just we were kind of trying to watch like queer, cheesy Christmas movies. Because I never really have watched them, but every once in a while I like to watch a cheesy Hallmark movie, you know?
For sure.
But I should watch these queer ones. God damn it. What did we watch today?
We watched the Christmas Clapback. It gave this. It just gave that. Quick
synopsis.
Break it down.
This group of sisters, there's 3 of them.
The
2
Miles
are straight,
sisters.
1 is queer. And they do like an annual fundraiser, I guess, every year for like
cook-off.
At first the movie opened up at like their annual like church fundraiser or whatever, and then they do a cook-off, like a holiday cook-off competition. Their mom had started it, and they let you know that the mom had passed away not too long ago, and they're trying to just keep the tradition up. And then they have a neighbor move in who's this influencer. It's very it's very topical. It's because I think it was 2023, 2022. I think it came out last year or the year before.
I'm gonna check.
So there's a lot of mentions of like influencers and Instagram and stuff like that. And they kind of befriend her, but also she becomes their competition for this cook-off. And they start getting a little too intense about the cook-off because obviously they're dealing with the passing of their mother, and they kind of forget the real meaning of having this whole community event, and then they finally get back together and realize like everything. And there's some romances for all of the sisters. And we'll cover more of that.
We'll get into it.
But, you know, in the end, it all kind of like works out. It was very wholesome, I'll say that. I still don't know what state they live in because they have this big ass house with a wine cellar.
With a wine cellar in it too.
Many rooms, just chilling.
Yeah, it's definitely not California or LA.
Well, because the youngest sister said she had moved back from LA.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's there.
Midwest somewhere, Arizona, somewhere in Texas.
Texas just feels wrong. Just because
Nevada.
I don't know. I mean, they're not gonna say it in the synopsis. I just feel like it doesn't. Like it's not about it, but we don't know where. I don't know.
It was about it to me because their house was huge.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Where is this?"
It's pretty big. Maybe Texas, in a part where no one speaks Southern, but
Texas is a big state, dude, and it's a melting pot.
Never been, so I don't know.
But yeah, and then I wrote some notes, but we just watched it, so I still have some of it fresh in my mind.
Yes.
The first one I want to say for both of us is the sister we wanted to be gay wasn't the gay one.
No. Sadly.
It was the youngest sister. She kind of seemed like she was going to be the queer, especially since we kind of already knew the background a little bit because it was on a TikTok that was as a recommendation.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just thought it made more sense because the influencer seemed like she was going to be younger. So I thought the younger sister was going to be queer.
Yeah. And I guess the influencer turned out to be older. Maybe she was just like an older influencer
which is fine. But she looks very young.
She does. Yeah. So it just seemed like that would be a match. But really quickly in the beginning of the movie, we see that the younger sister basically ran away from her man.
Oh, yeah. She left her man back in the hometown to
stranded,
try to get to LA and do something else, but it wasn't what she thought. And
yeah, because it's also, I don't think I spotted this in the beginning of the movie, but the sisters also lost their father.
Yeah, I didn't really realize that till later in the movie. And then I did notice that there was no dad in the whole movie. I think he passed away before the mother, though.
Yes. First they lost their dad, and then later on they lost their mother. And that was pretty much why she left. She felt like there was too much love that was coming from her man, and she couldn't deal with it, so she left.
He still took her back.
Also, like this.
Her man, I have to put a photo up. I will put a photo up for this.
The side by side, please.
He kind of looks, because he's also light-skinned, but he looks like Penn Badgley, and specifically Penn Badgley and Easy A. And maybe a little bit of Wentworth Miller from Prison Break, mostly because he's bald and he has also that kind of intense widow's peak situation.
Widow's peak.
You know? But he mostly looks like Penn Badgley from like the eyes down, and it's like the mannerisms and the smile.
It's uncanny. The side by side, boom, right here.
When I pointed out, like I swear you kept seeing it, and I don't know if you guys will agree with us. It's obviously not exactly the same, but I swear if you watch this movie, and if you've ever seen Penn Badgley in his movie, like I said, Easy A, it's just the way he talks and the mannerisms.
I just gotta find out if they're family. I just gotta find out.
We're suspecting Penn Badgley may be partially black, so that's what we're...
At least a quarter. And I will believe it.
Look, I love him.
Pull up the 23andMe, because I'm
gonna put the photos. Yes, like I said, they're not identical twins or anything, but they have these similarities.
They do.
And again, his acting, it just reminded me so much of him. So
he was just channeling Penn.
Penn.
Like to a T.
But
insane.
When the influencer comes, that's when we realize the neighbor, she hires like this moving company, which is muscular men putting moving your stuff, which honestly, great business idea. If you got it.
He's rolling in it as well.
Yeah, it's a very successful business, and I understand.
Yeah. They came in and their Santa hats and their suspenders. Looking like Santa Claus. You know, after he went to Weight Watchers and cut up.
Yeah, and we find that, the neighbor, when we find out which one's the gay one, is the middle sister. And
weirdly enough,
flirty eyes and stuff. And then also the manager of the moving company, muscular man, he had his shirt off because that's part of the business.
That's how he walks.
Meets the older sister too as well also. And, that's a little romantic connection there.
A romance blossoms there. And they wait until like the third or fourth time to see each other to exchange numbers, which is just odd.
We move on gay schedule.
Yeah, I guess. But that's just like insane.
It does seem like a lot. I
just feel like
it took like 11 months. I don't know.
I just feel like even straight people exchange numbers.
Oh no, 11 months is when they became Instagram official.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, they did wait till like the third or fourth. And they spent a lot of time together and they did not exchange numbers that whole time.
That didn't come up in conversation.
Another thing in the movie is that there's this handy cam situation.
Oh.
There's too much shaking. You can do the handy cam situation tastefully in some situations, but it was like going all the time.
It was people were just standing there and they were chatting, and it was like the person behind the camera was having an anxiety attack.
They drank too much coffee and it's like,
bro, stay still. What are you doing? Get the tripod.
They forgot him.
Get the what else is it to steady the camera?
A gimbal?
That.
A steady cam? A glide cam?
So many
a
tools.
Tripod?
A
monopod?
The budget was low for this Hallmark movie.
Could have bought a monopod and even that would have been fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was killing me. Also, obviously a Hallmark movie, but the color grading to me, everything looked kind of orange, and it was bugging me the whole time.
That's funny. I thought the color correction wasn't consistent throughout the entire movie, though.
But there was there was a lot of orange, though. It was like leaning too warm, so like their skin tones look kind of orangey.
Okay,
like the entire movie.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I did think it was more towards yellow. That's what I was seeing, but I'm a little colorblind, so can't really trust.
Well,
me.
yellow's pretty close to orange, though. So
yeah,
it's kind of around that area.
Yeah, but I also thought maybe it was their makeup too.
No, dude, it was because I could see it in like the whites of the cabinets that it wasn't white.
Yeah, it was off. It was off. And then in the beginning, the audio was weird.
There's the very beginning, the sisters are standing next to each other and the one in the middle is talking the most, but something must have happened with the audio. I don't know if the boom was not facing her correctly or some other mic was going off, but she sounded super echoey, but everyone else sounded fine. And then the next scene after she does her whole fucking speeching, she sounds fine.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck happened? Did an intern get fired after that? Like, what?
Probably.
There's some poor PA misplaced some, like, bumped the boom.
They messed up.
And then it faced the wrong way.
Damn.
It was weird. But it's a Hallmark movie. I know the budget's not great or anything.
No, it's not. Poor intern. I mean, they probably just, they probably was kept in the credits at least. Because
were they?
The production,
our PA. Actually, someone told me this. As a person who has worked in video, I never really thought about it, but are PAs listed in credits? You should be. I mean,
production assistant. I feel like they do.
I mean, I feel like you should be. I mean, you technically worked on it.
Yeah, like you were part of the crew.
Yeah.
Give them credit.
Well, then I guess light and grip. They usually just put like the company they hired.
Oh.
I don't know. Who knows? I don't know that much. I don't work in film. I work in marketing video.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Anyways, we watched this because we thought there was going to be more gay love. It took so long. Like, they would kind of exchange glances, but it took about halfway through the movie before any of it felt romantic to me. And they have like this little coffee date. And this is when they're getting a little too serious about this cook-off because they lost the first round of it.
To her.
There's like an appetizer round. There's a dessert round. And like a meat. I always say appetizers.
Appetizer.
And then they had lost the first one to the influencer. What's her name?
In my notes, she's Miss Peaches. But I think, it's Aaliyah.
Oh yeah, because I said I like the name Aaliyah. Yes, Aaliyah won. And so they're
hold on a second. Because, let's talk about what she won with, though. Because this girl made an okra salad and put it in a martini glass.
It looked like it was really annoying to eat in a martini glass, too. I have this thing. I hate when people use, receptacles that aren't for the thing that... sometimes it could be cute, but people try
Sometimes.
too hard. Sometimes, like putting an okra salad in a martini glass.
I think that
It's like a
that's
chunky
just-
thing. You can't. The martini glass does not.
That just doesn't work. Like I feel like maybe like
I feel
a
like mason
parfait-
jars are overused. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. I feel like parfaits, little like fancy dessert
parfait.
things,
Yeah.
and like champagne flutes. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of cute.
Yeah, but those.
But it's easily like you can stick your spoon in there and easily scoop out the layers of whatever it is in there. But an okra salad,
It was chunky. You could see the little chunks and the leaves.
it didn't look good.
It also didn't look like she even put like any sort of dressing on it.
no,
just
it looked dry as fuck, and she won. And that wasn't even her recipe. It was one of her peaches.
Yeah, one of her followers are called Peaches and Cream.
She gets on her phone and she goes,
Hey,
"Hey, peaches and cream." Weird. Okay, weird. And then what was that part? She was on IG Live,
Oh, when she was doing that okra salad, when she was trying out the recipe.
right? And then her crew in the middle of the live, her crew was like, "Oh, why don't you try this?" And then she just started moaning to the camera.
Yeah, it was weird. Like overacting about her reaction.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, that's a great idea on live," and then she's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop."
Look, I'm
But-
happy about some of the straight romances. Muscular mover man, and the older sister. I thought it was cute.
but we didn't watch it for that.
Wentworth Badgley and the youngest sister. But we were obviously watching for the gays. And it just was, maybe our theory is because it was a Hallmark movie, but there's the two Hallmark movies I'm waiting for to come out look gay as fuck, like really gay.
They just didn't. I also feel like, not for nothing, but it was a BET movie.
Also true, it was BET.
And I feel like BET is a network that's like, it's also kind of religious too.
That's true.
So maybe they just didn't want to.
I mean,
spice
they had
to
like
the
this cute
network.
little coffee date where they they were like holding hands
like
at the
this.
table and laughing.
Mhm.
And then this is where they're taking the competition too serious, and the sister comes over and interrupts this cute little date.
Yep.
And is like, "You're dining with the enemy." Like, girl, calm down. It's a cook-off.
It wasn't even. I think they were trying to make this the conflict of the movie.
Yeah, the plot is very Hallmark.
Yeah.
For sure.
And just that was like barely a little tiff.
I just don't know why she all of a sudden got so mad. She's the one who befriended Aaliyah.
Right. Exactly. Like she's the one that went out of her way, invited her to her home the first like 2 minutes of her meeting.
And then didn't they like go to the house and like do karaoke and dance around at some point too?
Yeah. And that was before
It
the
was,
date.
their friendship was so weird. They would be mad at her, but then they always like, come over and karaoke with us and dance.
It was weird. It was like
I didn't understand.
it was strange. But yeah, we were here for the queer romance.
Just wasn't enough.
They won. They tied at the end of the competition. They tied, and then before we know it, what's her name? The sister,
What?
Tisha.
It's Tisha, I think.
Tisha just says, and also admits to her son, me and Aaliyah are dating.
And I was like, when were you dating?
That one coffee date.
That
was
one
that
well,
was
there was
dating.
also one where on the dessert round they exchange glances. And to lesbians, that's dating.
You might be right.
I know you and I were confused by it, but I thought about it. I was like, they're gay.
They're gay.
And everyone knows lesbians don't know how to talk to other women for some reason.
No.
Especially when they're both... Okay, no, this is a trope. I don't think it's actually true, but they were both like femmes, so maybe it's just making it seem like they're awkward, but
I don't know. I also think that they were making eyes at each other
Yeah, they were
from the
making
very
eyes.
beginning.
yeah, but that one part at the dessert though, it was like really like she had that
She
lingering look.
reciprocated. Aaliyah reciprocated.
Because it never seemed romantic because it always seemed like Tisha was doing it,
Yeah.
but not as much Aaliyah. She would make comments. We thought she was going to use her or whatever for the
For
competition.
sure. Yeah.
And she turns out to be straight or something, but I guess she was gay. At least there was that. But at the end, it's like 11 months later, and they announced something at the table, and
Tina says that her restaurant has opened.
Yeah.
Already. Yeah. I think that's what it is. And everyone's just going
no,
around
but
the
Tisha
table.
was like saying something about her stuff, and then but she
About
was
her
like,
finals
and she
or
was like,
whatever.
I'm glad that I could spend time with Aaliyah. I'm like, see, this was the part where it's supposed to be like, I'm glad to spend like lay on hand on leg and like get to spend time with my beautiful girlfriend. She didn't say that. She said Aaliyah, just said her name.
Yeah, I think Aaliyah said something to that point, and she said,
she
"Thank
did
you,
say
babe." She said, "Thank you, babe."
That was the most romantic thing that they called each other the whole time.
No kiss.
No kiss. They just did like a hand,
Not even. I didn't even think they were that close. Disappointing to say the least.
I think Aaliyah took her hands like this, and that was at most what we got. We're both very warm.
We are, aren't we? Nice.
I was like,
wine.
we're
The
warm.
wine. It's the wine.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Not enough queer love.
Disappointing. I'm excited for the next queer movie, the one that's coming out.
Yeah, there's one on December 9th.
What is it called again?
That's the one with Vincent
Friends
Rodriguez and the guy who plays Aaron Samuels.
What's it called again? Friends, family, something.
Something Mary Lane.
Oh, okay, not the one I was thinking about then.
Well, there's another one that comes out on the 17th.
I think that's what I'm talking about.
Christmas on Cherry Lane's the one with Aaron Samuels and
Christmas
and Josh Chan.
Okay, Josh Chan.
Oh, they got a little Asian daughter.
Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah, a little Filipino kid.
I love it.
I hope they actually make him Filipino in it.
And
Friends
not
and Family
fucking
Christmas is the one on the
Friends
17th.
and Family Christmas.
This one's lesbians.
What a generic title.
Did you see that TikTok of the guy who was like, let's look at all of these cheesy generic, it was like, you should come home for the holiday. And then he's like, look at this one. I should go home for the holiday. And then look at this. And all of the posters are all the same for these Hallmark movies. It's like the two people and they're looking at each other and there's like decorations around them.
So original. So original.
Hey, everyone knows Hallmark is cheesy and you watch it for the cheese.
You do, but I like cheesy, but I also would like some good acting. You know?
I didn't think the acting was too bad in this one. I've seen worse in a Hallmark movie. It wasn't good, but it also wasn't the worst I've ever, because I've seen bad on a Hallmark movie.
Damn. I guess
So.
my expectations are high. The one with the girl from Gen Q.
Oh, well, that one came out last year, technically. And it's not a holiday movie,
Right, it's a
technically.
winter movie.
Yeah, I thought it was a holiday movie. I mean, we could still watch it.
Yeah.
Depends.
All wintry queer movies.
Because it has the girl, the girl from Generation Q, and it has the girl from Green Arrow. That's where I know her from.
Yeah, me too. I don't know her from anywhere else.
I thought she was cute in Green Arrow, so maybe it'll...
Alrighty.
What? You know, since we rate Disney movies, we're gonna be on a Hallmark. Well, not just Hallmark, like cheesy holiday movie rating scale of 1 to 10. So you know, it's not like we're not comparing these to like blockbuster movies.
No.
What would you rate it?
Okay.
How about we rate it? Should we rate these in terms of cheesy holiday movie and how queer it is?
Yes.
Since that was what we were looking for. Is queerness.
That's the whole point of watching it.
Okay, so what are you rating it?
This is from 1 to 10, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm giving it a 5.
I was also about out of 5. I do think it was like kind of wholesome.
Yeah.
I mean, most of these movies are.
That's why it's not a 3.
People were cute in this movie. I just thought Aaliyah was cute. Also. And the youngest sister is kind of cute.
The youngest sister.
The one who I wanted to be gay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited because like she's a dancer. That's why I realized it was her. I was like, wait, she's so familiar. Dancer. So shout out Candace doing her thing. But
yeah, there wasn't enough
5.
of the romance, I feel. Like they at least showed it and it was there and the love interest wasn't a straight girl that was using a gay girl or anything.
Yeah, I did like that it wasn't like a thing that anyone was gay.
Yeah, because I did like that because everyone was when Aaliyah shows up and like her and Tisha first talk and she walks away, like her son, Tisha has a son, who's like so, like, shoot your shot, mom.
Yeah.
Or, like, her sisters were like, so you gonna get her number? Or, like, it was very normal. It wasn't... I think this is what I was going to say earlier, is that I wish there was more queer movies that didn't have to always be about, like, the hard, like,
the hardships of being gay.
Which... Look, those need to be around, and they need to be around to be a conversation starter. Also, for people who relate. But I also I want to normalize our gayness as well.
I think,
and have normal romances that don't focus on just because we're gay. We're just a romance like any other romance movie, like a normal rom-com that's just a rom-com.
I agree. I think that there's enough content out there about the hardships of coming out or like,
and they're still going to be made.
Yeah, but like
we gotta balance.
Maybe be the person that makes a movie that is just standard. It's as the same way that straight relationships are standard is the same way that also, LGBTQ.
I think I also want more like shows that have more than one queer romance. I feel like there's always like only one couple.
Yes.
Like, I was watching something recently that had like 2 pairs of like queer couples, and I forgot.
Really? Was it a show or movie? Tell me.
It was a show.
Really?
I literally just watched it.
Tell me.
Oh, actually, no. It's a show that came out a few years ago, like during the pandemic. Charlie made me watch it, and I kind of watch it. It's Winona Earp.
Oh, I started that, and then
I think it's fun. It's funny.
I started it, but like I couldn't continue it. I think I made it to like season 2, probably, or season 3.
I think it's fun. And it's cute, and the sister and her relationship with,
what
like,
was the other pair of queers?
There's a scientist that comes later on, and he's a gay boy. Oh. And he has a boyfriend in it later.
Oh, okay.
And then they also have one of the main characters, the sister of Winona.
I know that one, yeah. That's why I was watching. But
they come in
but
later.
The way that they like milk that,
they're actually really cute later
they
on.
I know, but like maybe I should get back into it. But I was just like, no, I just.
But I also thought the movie the show's really funny because I think Winona is like chaotic.
Winona. Winona's good. She's a likable character.
She's chaotic, and I kind of love it. So I kind of watch for her because she's fucking chaotic. But her sister is also kind of funny. Also, her sister strangely looks a lot like one of my friends from college.
Really?
The second I started watching, I showed Charlie, I was like, she looks like my
That's
friend.
So funny.
Straight up looks like her.
They're
so
queer.
Every time I'm watching, I'm like...
They're queer in real life too,
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
her sister.
know. They're so cute. I love that. But she looks very much like my friend from college, and it's very funny.
That's
and
so
they're
cool.
Almost sort of similar in personality too.
Wow. Weird.
Not as much. I feel like her character is like a little too like, I'm the youngest, I'm the baby sometimes. And my friend's not really like that, but the energy very much is my friend.
I'm always, every time I get into a new show, I always Google queer characters in blank show all the time because I want to see more of it. I do want to see more queer characters, and that's just not normalized.
They'll have another gay couple later. But yeah, I need to normalize like having more queer characters. That isn't just like, I feel like that's present when it's clearly a gay movie, but I just want a movie that has a bunch of straight and queer couples that hang out or family, whatever it is.
And just because there's more than one gay couple in the series doesn't make the show all gay.
Yeah.
Or the movie. Like, it's just is.
Yeah, I think I just want more normalized, like, especially rom-coms. I want cheesy little 2000s rom-coms with queers,
Please. I need it.
Please. We're gonna try to watch some more, like when she comes back and stuff. But we're trying to watch more recent movies, but we also might watch some older ones.
Yeah.
Not like super old, but a couple of holiday movies that apparently are pretty good in terms of like queer holiday movies. So
yes. But yeah, I'm
5 out of 10.
I'm changing my rating to 6.
6, interesting. Why?
Just because of what you mentioned of the fact that it just like they were just gay, it wasn't like a whole coming out thing.
Yeah,
which I respect from a Hallmark movie.
And the fact that we didn't even really know who the gay sister was.
Yeah.
I mean, we only were looking because we just, you know how queers are. Once there's a gay thing, we're going to watch it, even if it's terrible.
Even if it's horrible. Yep.
But, you know, now I think about it, because we didn't, it was more like a subtle, you find out who's the gay one. It was like, oh, it's so normal.
Yeah. It's just normal.
Like,
so
she's the gay sister.
So it's a 6 out of 10 for me now.
Okay. I might still give it as a 5.
Yeah,
but
that's fine. That's fine.
Average between the two of us is 5.5.
Yes. Yeah. Still 5. But
yeah, we'll see.
It was cool. It was cool. Excited to see more movies though.
Gay.
So gay. Wine got me loopy.
I'm still okay. I'm just hot.
I'm also high. I think I'm gonna take this off in a few.
But I mean, I think that's it for this one.
Yes.
As per usual, find us on YouTube and Spotify, and we're also on Instagram and TikTok. Almost forgot which one.
TikTok.
And I always say it. Send us an email. I don't care what it is at this point.
Please. You could just send like the letter L, and we'd appreciate it.
No dick pics.
Oh, none of that. No,
no
don't do that.
pics.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No nudes.
Please.
No accepting of that.
Please, none of that. None of that. Oh, we have never said that before.
I don't know. I just thought in my head.
You were just like, send us anything. Imagine if
no, but that's why
people...
that's why I was like, we were always like, send us anything. I'm like, wait, no, not anything.
Not anything. Hey, boundaries. Boundaries.
I had to just make sure that's squared away.
Thank you.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Cheers and goodbye.
Bye.